Hi everyone, and welcome back to another drawing demo. Okay, so this is the scene that I'm going to be drawing today. It's a snow scene and I'm going to be simplifying it no end. I'm doing that for the beginners over on Patreon, so they've got a good chance of doing this one. There's going to be 6 other videos to accompany this, all in real time, and with full narration all in real time as well. So it's easy to follow along with, but today I'm just going to show you an overview in this video of how I went about that. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you the materials I used for this. So I used Daler Rowney A4 smooth heavyweight cartridge paper, and I used some Kohinoor graphite powder, and the pencils that I used were the Staedtler Mars Lumograph and Staedtler Mars Lumograph Black. They're the ones with the carbon mixed in. I also used the Kohinoor woodless pencils. Ignore that packet, that's not the packet that came in. I think, what came in those? Oh yeah, blending stumps came in those. I just keep them in that packet just to keep them all together in my pencil case. I also used the Pentel Graph Gear 1000 0.5 with a 2B lead in it, the Kohinoor pencil eraser, and the Tombow fine point eraser, 2.3mm eraser in that, very fine, some nice detail with that. Blending stump, blending brush, and other blending materials that I used were kitchen paper, cotton swab, and some cotton wool. They all help to blend the graphite powder in, and also a dust brush. I'll put links to all of these products in the description below, along with a link to Patreon if you're interested in watching the full lesson on this, and there'll also be a link to Patreon in the end screen at the end of the video as well. Okay, so thanks very much, and let's get on with the video. Okay, so I'm starting out with some graphite powder. I'm just rubbing into the top part of the paper there with a piece of cotton wool, keeping it nice and soft and nicely blended in and smooth. And then I scrape some graphite powder down just on the sides there. That's where the trees are going to be, and I'm just gently rubbing that in with the cotton wool there, just to get a very faint sort of underdrawing of graphite there. No line drawing in this or anything like that, just going straight in with the graphite powder. So I scraped another layer down, and I'm using the blending stump this time to blend it in. Kind of little circular motions just to start, the texturing process. Just trying to work out a few sort of canopy shapes there and the tops of trees. I'm not looking for anything too precise at this stage, just a general underdrawing, just a little bit of tone, a little bit of texture, and just the basic shapes. It doesn't really have to look anything, it can be quite rough, quite rough and loose looking. It doesn't really matter, because we're going to refine it, as we work through the drawing. So I use the blending stump pretty much all the time for the first part, just suggesting the hedgerow, the distant trees, the foreground trees, middle distant trees, and the embankments there, where the snow's going to be, and the hedge, all pretty much done with the blending stump. So now with the eraser pencil, I'm just drawing out the little log cabin there. Again, I'm not working to any guidelines or anything like that. I'm just freehanding this in. It's going to be a nice simple drawing, one that beginners will be able to do, but probably if it's your very first time it might be a bit of a struggle. Well, it will be a bit of a struggle for you, this one, but if you've done a little bit of drawing in the past, and you're familiar with a few blending techniques and things like that, I think you'll be able to cope with this one. It's not too difficult. There's no complicated perspective in there or anything like that. It's fairly easy, you know, there's no intricate line drawing or anything to worry about, you know, it's pretty much based on your imagination, and you just go with the flow of what shapes the graphite powder makes and you just take it from there. You know, I am working with a reference photo here, but I'm not copying it at all. Well, I am copying it, but I'm just using it for guidance really. I'm not, you know, trying to copy every single tone in the trees and every little detail in the picture, not at all. You know, I'm just trying to get a general feel of the scene and just be creative and just be fairly loose with this one. So now I'm using the Staedtler Mars Lumograph Black pencil to get the darks there just under the roof of the log cabin. These pencils, as you probably already know, the graphite mixed with carbon, so they don't shine and you can get really nice dark areas with them. I actually done a review of them a couple of years ago, or last year was it, and I'll leave a link in the description below to that review if you're interested. They're very useful pencils actually, highly recommend them. Now I'm using the Kohinoor woodless pencils just to draw in some very sort of thin, off in the distance style tree trunks. We're blending those over in a little while as well. They're a little bit too harsh at the minute, but now I'm just kind of working in that area, just increasing some of the tones, just to get a little bit more texture there. Back to the blending stump, just to suggest this little sort of, well, I say hedgerow, is more like a fence line with kind of stubble growing across it there, just sticking out of the snow. And I laid a bit of graphite down with the woodless pencil as well. I'm just blending it in over the snow area, just nice and patchy, just to create, you know, a few kind of shaded areas in the snow, just to suggest the, you know, the lie of the land. And I'm going in with the pencil eraser now, just to increase some of the white areas, just to get a little bit more texture on the snow, just to add a little bit more interest really. Okay, you'll probably notice I'm kind of jumping around a little bit on this drawing. I'm going from one area to the other. I'm not really concentrating on any area in particular, just building the picture up as a whole and working from one side to the other and one area to another helps me, you know, balance the tones and, you know, see how the picture's progressing all in one, you know, instead of just trying to concentrate on one area at a time. I often find with this graphite powder technique that I use, you know, it's best to work in this way and kind of balance the tones and bring the picture up together instead of just concentrating on little areas. So I'm back on with the Kohinoor woodless pencil now, and I'm just putting in some leaf shapes and well, I won't say leaf shapes or foliage, there's no real foliage too much on these trees, I guess. I mean, it's a little bit twiggy looking, but saying that though, I think some of them are evergreen, so it probably will be foliage here and there, but they're kind of in the mist there anyway, so we can only just kind of see some very faint sort of silhouetted shapes of them. Just blending in a little bit there, just along that hedgerow. Back to working on a little bit more of the snow, just to make it just a little bit more defined, you know, a little bit more interesting with a few lighter highlights here and there, and just reshaping some of the areas that, you know, I don't particularly like or anything like that. Just get the eraser to them and sort them out. And keeping it nice and dark underneath the bank there as well, where the land meets the water, you know, as the snow's sort of overhanging on the bank there, it's going to cast quite a dark shadow. So I think I used a 2B Kohinoor woodless pencil for that, and I'm just blending it in with a Q-tip just to keep it nice and soft. Okay, so once that's done and all nicely blended in, I'm now going to start work on this Christmas tree. Well, it looks like a Christmas tree anyway. Just at the side of the barn, I keep calling it a barn, log cabin. just starting off with the HB pencil, just drawing basically the outer kind of shape of the tree, more or less a silhouette of it. Obviously there's some kind of 3D form to that, but we'll put that in with the eraser once we've got the basic shape in. And we'll just sort of use the eraser there as well, just to highlight it and just add a little bit of snow on the branches. Then when that's done, I go in with a 4B pencil and just darken off in between, just to increase the tone a little bit. It looks a little bit lost against the trees in the background there, so I just want to make this stand out just a little bit more, just give it a little bit more contrast. So now I've jumped across to the other side of the picture, and using the eraser pencil there just to, well, literally erase out the graphite to make some snow shapes there. To put sort of another snowy embankment just along that water's edge there. Again, you know, with the reference photo, I've really deviated from it in a lot of places, and this is one of them. And I've done this to kind of add balance to the scene, add a little bit more snow there. There was a lot of complicated sort of undergrowth there, which I didn't really want to get involved too much with drawing. You know, we've got enough of it, you know, in and around these trees I'm working on now. So I just basically put a very simple kind of snowy area there, just at the base of that land. And now just above it, you just saw a second ago, I was just working with the eraser, just pulling out highlights in the graphite powder. And now I'm going in with the pencil, just to kind of start making it look a bit more like undergrowth there, like sort of, I don't really know what they are, it's just kind of shrubby stuff, isn't it? I don't really know what to call it, but it's kind of bare twigs and sort of dead leaves with sort of covered in a little bit of frost and snow. And all, like I say, all I've done was just a little bit of work with the eraser there, and then working in and between, in and around those marks even, with the pencil, just to bring them out a little bit more. So now I'm using a 4B pencil, and I'm doing a very similar thing in this area here as well, which is just on a bigger scale, I guess, and that is just working in and around, you know, these branch shapes and these tree trunks, just darkening up you know, behind them, because we've got this sort of conifer tree, some sort of evergreen tree there anyway. We've got this kind of silver birch looking tree or trees in front of it, which have got to be kept white, and we want that nice dark contrast, you know, with the dark evergreen tree at the back of them there. So I was using a 4B pencil for that, and I blended it in a little bit. I'm just starting to refine certain areas now, just here and there, just using an HB pencil on the lower parts, and now I'm using a 2B pencil just to add a little bit more detail to these trees. And true to form, I just jumped straight over to the other side of the picture and a little bit more detail there. Again, it just helps me to balance things, you know, as I'm working through the picture. So I'm just using the eraser there just to pull out a few very faint light areas to suggest sort of evergreen branches. But again, I'm keeping it fairly, you know, blended in and fairly soft, because I want that Christmas tree that's in front of it to kind of stand out a little bit more, and I want to give the impression of sort of, you know, that kind of misty, that cold sort of foggy mist that you get you know, on these snowy days. So I'm just going to finish off on the right hand side here using the Kohinoor woodless pencil there, just to block in that area, sort of little circular motions, and then going over the top again with the eraser just to pull out little spots, little highlights. Been fairly loose and impressionistic about it, really. Well, for me I am anyway. You know, usually I spend a lot more time refining drawings like this, but I'm trying to keep it fairly simple, like I say, so the beginners can stand a good chance of doing this one. Right, so onto the reflections then. You just saw there that I was using the blender just to pull down in vertical motions some graphite there. I didn't lay any graphite down with the graphite powder or anything, it was just the graphite that was left on the blender. That was enough just to start the process off. Lots of blending actually involved in the reflections. I did actually start to put the shape of the house in there to reflect, but didn't like the look of it, so like I say, I'm making it up in a lot of parts, and this is one of the parts where I'm making it up. I couldn't really see this on the reference photo. I've included more water than there actually was there, so I'm having to kind of guess this all the way now. So I'm going to keep it fairly simple so I don't trip myself up. And don't forget as well that over on my Patreon page there'll be 6 other videos to accompany this one, and it'll be the full lesson from start to finish, so you'll see pretty much everything. There's hardly any editing in it, there's just a little bit here and there, but pretty much it's a full-on tutorial there. So if you're interested in that, there'll be a link in the description below, and there'll be a link in the end screen cards at the end of this video as well. It'll be fantastic to see you over there. We've got a really good growing community over there. Everybody's posting the work on the community section. I'm sure you'll really like it over there if you're into graphite drawing. So yeah, just pop along there and just check that out and see if it's for you. Right, so we're nearly at the end of the drawing. I just decided to put in a few fence posts just along the edge of this bank just here, just to add a little bit more detail. Thought it was just looking a little bit bland, and then I just reflected them in the water. And then the final stage, I'm just using the Tombow fine point eraser just to put in a few horizontal lines, just to suggest a little bit of movement and ripples in the water. Very simply done. As long as you don't overdo it. You can overwork you know, this technique. I think I probably did a little bit in this area, but just on this side I'm going to try and keep it a little bit more subtle. But that's, you know, pretty much it. I've simplified the scene quite a lot actually from the original reference photo. So that's it. That's pretty much the finished drawing. So there we go. So I hope you like that. Thanks very much for watching. Like I say, just pop over to my Patreon page if you're interested. Thanks very much. Take care everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.